Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Total War Warhammer. I would love to brag about how I already demolished the forces of the Lizardmen, but the truth is it wasn't really my own doing. Our Skaven friend here that apparently, was it Croxa? I forget what the dang lizard's name was, but either way, they kind of were sloppy and they never barred to deal with the Skaven faction that was here. And so, as a result, I have basically conquered almost everything that is down here, with the possible exception of maybe some kind of faction over here. Yeah, it looks like there is at least still a couple lizardmen that are at least fortified in a capital somewhere that I will have to deal with. And then all the southern reaches is mind control. It's actually not even possible for the dwarves to kind of go over here, I think, as I think there's too much mountains for them to even do like Underdark or travel underground to reach over here. And that just leaves them this one little tight narrow pathway to kind of go up against me, although I am going to have to watch them like a hawk, I suppose. They have been pretty passive, but I don't think I want to deal with them. I really just want to flush them out by dealing with their public order, make them rebel on themselves, and continue with the corruption. And I think how I'm going to do that is with our engineer up here, now that I have learned the value and potential of undercities. I'm going to have to be very mindful of detection and alertness, as... Why is it not showing here? Oh, okay, there we go. As I don't think I want to build anything here just yet. Well, actually, I would love to actually build something that gives me food. The only problem is I don't know if it reaches 100 already detected, or can I potentially, theoretically, get away with 99 discoverability if such a thing was possible, and it won't get discovered. That's what I'm honestly curious about. And this is kind of the last faction. I don't really want to annoy the Khemri, as that means I don't have to worry about my western flank at all. Although apparently... apparently I trespassed on them, and they don't like it one bit. Interesting. Was that my engineer that caused that, I wonder? Oh, they don't like me because of a hero action. That will be corrected over time. I'm surprised they even know I did anything, the buggers. I thought this was supposed to be a secret after all. Either way, I am curious if they would accept this, a non-aggression pact, to give me a little protection. And again, I don't really have much incentive to go over here into the desert, as my main objective, of course, is going to be way up here at Krasik 8 Peak. And then we'll see about dealing with them later. It says moderate chance. I might as well accept it now before they hate me more for what I just did there. Alright, they like me there. I am curious about this trespassing, as I'm assuming it was because of my hero, maybe? Yeah, there's a lot of trespassing penalty there, which seems really odd, as they did not even have this territory, so what caused all that? If I am completely serious. Only time I could really think of is because I had to circle around here, as this terrain, I believe, is more of a cliff ledge. That confuses me a tiny bit. Either way, I think I want to bring my engineer down here to establish an under-settlement, and hopefully get a little more plague and corruption for this province. That way, in theory, I won't have to worry about fighting them at all if they kind of have to screw themselves over. It will, at the very least, be a very fun experiment for me, and I like the idea behind it. I am just incredibly vulnerable to if they def push forward. That's the only catch with all my army over in these forests here. Actually, quick, can you move more? No, you can't, unless I want to sprint. Which I could theoretically do, let's be honest, as I don't believe I'm within reach of the settlement until next turn. You are also loyalty 3, which I do not like one bit. And Skink Priest will deal with you in due time. Maybe next turn. Otherwise, who else needs to move? You can sprint forward. I don't even think that'll allow me to do anything with this settlement. No, it won't. So you just stay there. And then I think, yeah, you serve as my scout up top there and provide a little bit of public order for my factions. Also, I do want to start saving up more money, without a doubt, and since I'm not really going to have, well, I think what I'm going to do is have my lord here backtrack to get me recruits. But how much gold do I need? 5,000 or 52,000. So sieging the capital could give me that money and a couple of turns on top of that. So I'm not against waiting a couple turns before buying more stuff. I think one of my provinces has an option though to upgrade the capital, upgrade the entries, which might be noteworthy, might be important for stalling. What do I start off with? One. This is a little inconvenient because my frame rate tracker and recording progress is actually covered over the garrisons, from my perspective, but I get 3 gutter runners, some rat ogres, a catapult. I think it's worth doing there. And once I have the population, I'll do the same for this settlement too. If for no other reason than to slow them down, but I don't see much reason to increase this, do I? 10 extra income, it will pay off over time and public order. It's worth considering, but again, I want to save the money up to at least get that first portion of the quest done. Now, what are you up to, my skinky friend? Nope, they got a new army. I have 1 turn to basically strike before they replenish them. Alright, ooh, we have more stuff here. This is for Roderick. This is the one who's threatening to kind of betray me, so what is this? Pesky, sneaky vermin from Clan Eshin has been skulking around your army. Eventually, they emerge from the shadows and offer their services, in exchange for a price, of course. What is the price? Because I could decline their help or get money. This is interesting. I wonder what the downside is. There we go. Clan Eshin rats have come from the dark again, asking for their effort to aid you be compensated. They want payment, they want now. Yeah, that's fine. And I get a rank. Oh, is that just because he's in the territory? So, specialist without a doubt, as I'm going to be burning more money on you for more undercities. What is this like here? Yeah, just the hero action, and thankfully that is being offset by the non-aggression pack. Although to avoid more, to avoid any border penalties, or at least movements through their territory, I'm just going to move on out, I think. I'm still curious how I got Numas to hate me. Okay, they're now liking me some. Oh, maybe it's because I was selected a different faction, that might have been why.
Do not put me in an even darker mood.
Yeah, that's probably why. I was looking at this at the time and it was relations for them, each other. That might explain it. More non... They rejected it. That's unfortunate, but at least I have a little bit of protection, and with the war with Khemri against the orcs, I don't have to worry so much there. Although the reason it looks like the orcs went to war is because they lost one of their main armies, I'm gonna guess. Is there an easy way to just switch factions to just see? I would like that. No, I just want to scroll up here. I was hoping the keyboard could do that for me. Fine, don't do that for me. You're not being very helpful. So savage orcs. So they're strength 46, so that explains why they're being bold right now. As the Khemri are being attacked from all angles by multiple orcs, and even the Bretonnians are after them. Yeah, I think those are Bretonnians. The color is kind of grayed out, so I can't say it with certainty. As Chaos's emblem is also a shield. Either way, I am losing a bunch of food here. Yes, from the settlements primarily, which is a bit of a problem. as I'm going to continue with this. But I have a good surplus of food at the moment.
I am warlord.
We have province bonus, so we can use this to help with that sum. And I don't mind corruption here so much. Hell, if they can be used to just give me a bunch of food, that's good. I just ideally want to avoid corruption up here, as I'm going to use this as my main staging ground. And probably the regions down here once I get everything conquered. Ideally. I'll just need to keep an eye of the public order. And loyalty has been dealt with easily. I am fine with that.
Run, fools.
Queek, are you ready to have yourself another glorious victory? It is a capital, so we're going to have a completely different type of battle ahead of us here. With a very good chance to break walls, because Queek's there. Ooh, you actually got a slan priest. Interesting, assault units when all there is a slan. Well, we know what we want to do with them. Break down the walls, make my life a little bit easier, even if you're not really trained for it, sadly. We can fix that too. Yeah, you basically are almost maxed out everything. And assault garrison... Oh. Additional casualties inflicted. For some reason I thought that would do damage more to the wall. I'm kind of okay with it still. But the more I can kind of break down their walls and make it more consistent to just a regular battle, the more happier I would be. Either way. Oh, what just happened there? Oh, I'm just not able to do that, am I? It's basically what it's telling me. I'm out of reach. I don't have enough movement. Which sucks.
Move your tails.
And I can't reinforce because of that. That would have helped with my army a little bit. But I think I'm in good shape. I might actually need Roderick or Rotitch to kind of compliment me or join me for this battle. It's what it's looking like. Now, ultimate goal, just give me more food and more money, ideally. I don't really care about anything else from these settlements. Although, I won't be able to do that until I upgrade these centers more, can I? And that will take a little bit of time. I can't get income. And yeah, again, 200 gold for 80 income. And a little bit untainted, it'll pay itself back in 3 days, or 3 turns. It is worth it.
Guide us, Horned One.
Now, who else needs to move? Because I need to make sure these heroes are doing their job. With the missed opportunity I had with the engineer before. So you sabotaged. Army, yeah. Okay, we're all good here. Let's see what happens. How big does the lizard army get? Just a small chunk. Should not be a big threat, though.
Bow to Queek. Make Musk of fear, yes.
Oh, they want payment and non-aggression pact? I would be willing to agree to a non-aggression pact, but I'm not interested in paying them gold. I'm almost done down here, and then they're gonna be next. Okay, our 13th scheme is back and available, but... Ooh.
Strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, mighty lord. The wisest amongst them will know that fate is on your side. I have foreseen it.
Alright, so it got me some extra money, which is... I don't think I got the bonus effect, though. As I figure I would be a little bit higher than 43,000. Even if I have been spending some stuff. Now, raise or do 12 more settlements, which should be easy enough. Big question. Oh, I actually see this entire province now. What are you all about? They have a slan priest kind of ruling them. And I look forward to dealing with them. But not going to be as simple as just one this one battle here.
Mine.
Although, oh yeah, I spent money on the assault garrison. I did not consider that if I were honest.
Unlock the gates. Yes.
When fighting against men, weird. I was not expecting that kind of result.
Should kill when get
Assault garrison. How are we looking? Maybe massive overkill, but I should be okay.
Kill no fuzz.
Now, I don't know what kind of damage we did to the wall, but they are pretty limping. It does say equal results, though. I need to take that seriously. As I do not believe I can use my spells on them when they're on the wall. What is this? Minus 8 leadership to enemies in range. Who would likely benefit from that most? Probably a storm vermin, just escorting Queek. And how long would that take? Okay, I think this is pretty good. Have these 3. There's not really much they can do, and I'm hoping that denies them
Time for things to die.
their,
Scurry away.
yeah, reinforcements at the same time.
Quick fight it all.
I realistically, challenge-wise, I should try this. I'm just against it a tiny bit. Yeah, the wall strength's still 100%. I figured assault garrison would have actually damaged the walls, but I guess not. That's probably something the engineer or the plague priest could do if I was honest. It's probably break through the walls.
Dares challenge me.
I think for the sake of challenge, I should try and do this regardless.
Yes.
I just feel like I learned nothing from it. At least for, again, I keep talking about preparing for multiplayer
Fight it all.
while having a little bit of fun in the process. Let's just do this battle though, as I'm stuck doing this castle fight regardless. And I do have warp lightning swords to at least break stuff down. But it's going to be messy. But since the Skaven army kind of like me, they should not betray me or backstab me. Never mind our other rat friend, who for some reason is not joining me on this battle, is not going to betray me either. And I do have a lot of crippled units. For some reason you're crippled. I don't recall the warp lightning swords being so damaged. When did that happen? Why do I only have 2 warp lightning throwers? I am seriously trying to understand what happened there. They seem like the least likely to have taken damage. Otherwise, I know these towers have very limited cone of arc, so I would like to have everyone over here and just kind of Zerg rush it, essentially. And ideally break the wall down. Or not the wall, but the door, I guess. And Skaven slaves, of course, serve perfectly as a bit of fodder. Let me just organize my groups. That'll probably make my life a lot easier, as that's something I really need to figure out, is how to rapidly deploy my army. Only way I could think of is to separate them into groups as appropriate. So we know what our ranged groups are going to do. I'm wondering, it's not possible for me to just infiltrate in, is it? Nope. Unfortunately. Unless somehow they can climb up there while everyone's deployed on the left. Which theoretically the gunner runners can do with their stock. I just don't think it's going to work as well as I want to believe it would. And can you imagine Menace below just taking the point from behind them as well? That would be fun. It's probably something I'll consider doing. I think that's everyone deployed, so Skaven slaves are in front, you take all the hits. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't have to worry about spears as much, so they would make great secondary fodder, I want to believe. As I don't think, yeah, there's not really much to really fight in. Storm Vermin go next. As I was going to say, the Plague Monks are like my main, most competent fighters, and they hanging back. And Storm Vermin are probably going to be tanking for them. And they're the only ones with shields currently. Which feels like I should use the Storm Vermin up front. But again, Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves are expendable. Especially with my research. So I should seriously do that. Queek is just going to have a very simple job of just going after the leader. Probably with the Plague Priest following along. And then, who am I missing? Just the regular Clan Rats, which are also a meat shield. So yeah, just have the Clan Rats go up. A bit of a death ball, but I'm fine with that. Since once we breach the wall, we should be able to manage this pretty well. It's just a question, how would be the best approach? Because I don't think I'm going to get the convenience to just sit and wait until the wall gets busted down. Sadly. But if it can be broken down, that would be great. Yeah, you guys just join group 2. You're not going to do much range damage otherwise. And group 4, group 5. I think we're good. Try and break down the wall if at all possible. I wonder if they're going to get spotted once the ladders appear or not. I do honestly wonder. Gotta keep in mind, these are Source Warriors. And how much range do they actually have? As it's just the towers shooting them, I just don't think the towers have a minimum range, do they? Which would be a little too convenient, wouldn't it? As I don't really want to fight them up top, but this gate's going to take a lot of time to kill. Alright, everyone get on up. Yeah, it's not actually shooting me right now. It is shooting these guys, though. And that was temporary because now they're up on the shield. Or they're up there anyway. How close are we on here? 57% damage. Come on. You're being a little stubborn to control, and I don't like it. Alright, they're getting up just fine. You know, yeah, just capturing this would have been good, but yeah, swords with spears are definitely something I gotta take seriously. How do I fight them, though? Oh, the gate's open. Alright, Clan Rats, you know what to do. Okay, I got excited for a moment. They can't climb the ladder, really. Can I actually get in there? Or just get in there and force the gate open. And I gotta turn off skirmisher mode, that might help me here. But, actually, at least for this wall, at least I want to believe. Yeah, the gate's just not taking damage right now because of that. Which is fine. It's going to be messy, but... Oh, I forgot my menace below too, which I should be trying to do, shouldn't I? As look at this damage potential right now. Boom. Well, that was weird. How did that work with the... Trying to figure out what happened there. I don't know if you saw it there, but it looked like my plague ability just bounced off. Yep, there goes our leaders. Actually, I should have more climb up here, as I have a really good opportunity for that. Yeah, just run away and scurry. They do have shields. Oh, wait. I don't want you in melee. Just run. And work from there. Now, just gonna look... This is really awkward to try and position, but give everyone as much poison ability as you can. I saw an option to climb the ladder. Where is it? Alright, Queek. Have your fun. Get on down and murder. I gotta be very careful and watch for Queek, though, which is what my Plague Monk's Priest is gonna be for, if I'm honest. A good Pestilence spell should help with that. I just gotta keep in mind, yeah, these are all Source Warriors, so I don't want them there. I just want to debuff them with the poison ability and armor reduction. How are you guys doing? You seem to be doing fine. Now go after the skink cohorts. You are quite damaged, sadly, as I did not expect you to just jump on down to fight the sores if I were serious. And they are climbing up there. I want you to climb up, though. You're not climbing up. There we go. Bring more in. Where's Queek? He is doing fine there, but he could use a little bit of backup. I think I'm just going to use this Pestilence to kind of spread him out and give him an opening while the clan rats go in. Yeah, what is with... That is really weird. Like, that's twice my Pestilent Plague bounced off something. But yeah, this is a nice little horde, isn't it? Actually, these guys should just go and attack those in the wall. That's better use for the value. And if they can attack the skinks, that'd be great, but I need to make sure they're actually attacking us. I don't think most of them actually are. They are climbing, though. This is a very slow progress, but we are making ground. I want to believe. And Queek is fine. We got more mess below, which I probably shouldn't be burning them as much, as I have been having quite a few of those charges. I'm wondering if it is saving them for me. Alright, Queek's getting buffed. Although I don't want him to fight skinks, ideally, but it's tricky for him not to be in there. Really? Bust that goddamn wall down. I do not want this ruse on being trapped. I need reinforcements in there. Yeah, they're damaging the skinks. Ooh, the Slam Priest is still here too. And who knows how much of a problem he's been causing with his spells. So I know what Queek's gonna do, but Queek needs backup. And I think I know the best way to do that. It's just spawning some clan rats to come over here and help. bring this goddamn wall down, please. One more shot's all we need, and then finally the plague monks can get in here. Bust the wall down.
Orders. Our tile's yours.
One more shot's all we need. I want to see those shots. You are taking your time. There we go. Alright. Time to release the plague.
Fight! Fight!
And I'm hoping this is debuffing everyone up on the wall too. Alright, everyone get down. Their plague priest is kind of having a bit of problems though. You fight the Slan. Don't you dare run away on me. I have a very special friend who wants to say hi to you. Now, you go take care of them. Plague Priest? Plague Priest is kind of trapped right now. You guys need to come down and continue fighting, but we do have reinforcements here in the Plague Monks and hopefully everyone else. It's just, again, a really big mess. It's difficult to tell what's going on with this wall, but we are winning the fight. I just want you guys to get down already. Because it looks like you're not fighting, which is part of the problem I'm having here.
Onward! Quick, head taker. It is done.
Yeah, you guys just simply come down, please, as looks like you have nothing else to worry about. As this Plague Priest was kind of isolated for a good long period of time. Queek's almost got the Slam Priest, but we need reinforcements. Come over here and help quickly. As Queek does need backup. Gutter runners are... no, they're slingers. They're not very effective in melee combat, but... hopefully, reinforcements are coming finally. Maybe it was a bit of a bold play for Queek to go by himself like that, but he's good.
Move, move! Our tail's yours!
Now let's see, Clan Rats, you're good. Plague Monks, you're good. Now let's buff them up some. And hopefully these guys can finish them off there. Alright guys, you know what to do. Don't keep us waiting. Victory's at hand, although victory's already at hand. The Gutter Runners did what they need to against the Skinks. And yeah, they are melee fighters. They just have a couple of ranged weapons to kind of debuff. I was wondering if they were strictly ranged or not. A sloppy victory, but a victory nonetheless. And sadly we did not kill off the Slan, but since they were kind of protecting their territory, or at least their settlement, that is still going to completely wipe them out. Now I'm just wondering who was the main carry for this army, as I did leave the Clan Rats to take a lot of the hits. And it was really tricky to get everyone else in, which is why I was kind of hoping to break some of the walls down, to make that a little bit easier to rush in there.
My win.
But again, I probably need an engineer to make that happen.
Take
Food is
steal,
good.
make quick rich.
Sack and occupy. Yes, that's what we like to see. Charge bonus, leadership bonus, I like it. Faction destroyed. One of the mightiest of the old ones have been defeated.
Come away.
And I welcome it.
Untrusted worm. Poison.
Oh, there it is. Damaged walls. For some reason I assumed this was what I was doing with the assassin. But that was not really true. And I have lots of options with you. We are going to be fighting a little bit more lizardmen. They probably do have a pretty fearsome army to concern ourselves with. I would like to have you breaching walls too, though. Ideally. This is for plague monks. We don't need that. Vortex magical damage, which I think moves around, I believe. Good against multiple units. Large expanding area, but it doesn't say anything about being effective against armor. I'm going to go with the assumption, probably it's not ideal for me, but cheaper pestilent breath could be good. Fermentide. Actually, let's go with let's upgrade this and ideally make it cheaper for me. As this will be useful. Maybe I don't care about the overcast as much, but just making it cheaper would be good. Ah, it only makes it 1 mana cheaper, but considering it's only 6 magic, winds of magic, that is still worth it. It is withered as pricey. Good God. And I probably could try overcharging as my 60 armor's big.
Wear no furs.
Either way, Queek, you garrison yourself.
Our clan will rise.
You, I think, can start scouting our next... Oh. Let's not go that far yet, shall we? I want to scout them
I say move.
and see about possibly taking them out. And yeah, this is the settlement I just took down. They do have a lot going for them there.
I hate you. I'll not eat you just yet, until we have pact.
He hate me. That is... Well, I suppose I will... I still want to kill him. As it's very unlikely I'm going to get a confederation with him. And I don't want to run the... I don't want a neutral faction there just taking up space. And doing God knows what else. I'll just wait for the assassin for next turn to maybe deal with him. And this is an opportunity to upgrade. Also, I think I kind of forgot to mention that I did unlock or purchase the DLC for the Prophet and the Warlock, I think. And while it does not unlock a brand new lord for me, I do have some extra units that I could purchase for different type of armies to play around with. As I think I now have the Doomflayers, the Rattling Gunners, a bunch of other stuff I'm thinking of doing for an alternate army at some point. But I think I like to keep Queek as more of an aggressive faction, or at least a much more aggressive army, with Rat Ogres, was it Doomflayer, is it? Doomwheel, and a lot of fun stuff like that to play with. Otherwise, we got a Warlock doing Warlocky things. I am fine with that. Don't need to worry about you, and I'm 7,000 away from my upgrade. I'm just wondering, how can I get more money? Aside from not doing anything. I guess there's no real rush. Yeah, start raiding the one settlement could be ideal. Maybe start... There is the Lizardman settlement I can raid as well, but I'm pretty certain they'll just attack me if I'm not sending my entire army over there. Leadership when sieging. All these are leadership based. I do want the extra movement though. I really do like it. And getting extra food is helpful as well. Now, do I get the 13th scheme? Increase hero chance, which would be great for... Well, they don't actually have walls. I don't even think I need to worry about that Skaven settlement. Ah, dang it. This is why I want to check before having my heroes do their move. Or before ending the turn. Alright, nothing exciting really happened there. Although dwarves are getting bold again.
The throng is mustered.
They have another thing which I want to put in their place. Ideally. Now the big question, do I chance trying to assassinate him again? As I am getting decent amount of public order now, I just don't want them doing whatever they do with their corruption. Assuming those guys are negating some of my corruption. Can you even wound them? What can you do? You can wound them, but odds are not promising. But how likely are you to wound yourself? 8%. I'll send a trained specialist. Now, assassin, do your thing. 4 armies. That is a lot of troops. And it's almost entirely clan rats. It is quite literally nothing but clan rats. My plague priest would love to fight them.
Master engineer. Me superior.
Yeah, if I replenish one more turn, that'd be great. And I have Regiment of Renown, which I don't think I actually had before, if I'm honest. What do I need? I can actually get these right now. Even the Rattling Gunners. Which is kind of cheating a little bit to have such high tier units. Unless they were like just regular clan rats or the storm vermin maybe. But only problem is none of these, unless it's the gunners, that doesn't really help me very much. I feel like, again, just grabbing the Rattling Gunners just because they're available feels like cheating a little bit. I'm fine sticking with what I got. And I'm curious about the global recruitment. It would take me 2 turns to get Rat Ogres, which would be fun. And what's in the settlement?
Silent killer, yes.
Yes, the settlement that's actually scary with slingers. I really want to chance this. I'm going to need to replenish first, but I feel like this is winnable just because of my Plague Priest. I sadly do not have leveled up Pestilent Breath, which could help a ton just because of the reduced cost alone. But they almost have no range. They would have to come to me. I don't know what the layout would be if I were to attack them, though. Is there an easy way to know what this layout would look like? And it doesn't want to show me. That would help a lot with my preparation if I could figure out what the dang map would be for this region.
Need promotion.
Either way, Queek's gonna be almost fully replenished next turn. I would have liked a little bit more to make sure it was fully charged, but that is this. And I would love to trade the Night Runners over to Queek. They have some ranged power, and yeah, I just get rid of the Skaven Slaves finally for them. Is I think what I'm gonna do. Get an upgrade in the form of a better range unit. Maybe not as much ammo, but they are nice melee combatants too, with Vanguard deployment. So harassment's an opportunity, but only problem is they only have 10 shots. It would encourage me to micro with them more, to try and backstab and see if I can harass any of their units. I doubt the AI will allow that to happen. They're more than likely just going to overcommit if I were to do such a thing. But I like the idea. I would like to upgrade this to get more garrison, but I'm almost to the point where I can have the money as well. So I think I can afford waiting 2 more turns, right? I think that's what I'll do.
I despise no furs. No deal unless profit for me.
Okay, so they have declared war on me. Just completely out of nowhere. I'm fine with that. They are going to be taken... I will need to take them seriously, though, as they are probably just going to deathball around. Which means I need to be quick and efficient over here. In all honesty, strategically I should leave these guys be. So the undead are gone. That potentially strengthens the Khemri's position a little bit. And I am okay with that.
The scarabs
Now, are you willing?
a
No.
fortuitous omen. We
Because,
should take advantage.
Because I attempted that offer earlier, you weren't willing to consider it. Oh, that's again because I'm selecting them. That just feels really odd sometimes, but they like me, especially with the treaty. And the hero action against them will expire over time. So I'm hopeful
Very well.
they'll cooperate.
Hear your inane squeaking. Very well.
They understood my inane squeaking and they agreed. Now,
Where's my dome racket?
let's head on down here
Scurry.
and see about that Under Empire down here. More so I can really benefit from seeing what they're up to, and of course, spreading the plague a bit more is always nice. Because why the hell not?
Keep Gracious scum away.
I cannot reach them until next turn, that's fine. And before I commit to this, let me just save, as I don't know what I'm really getting myself into. I'm just gambling on the fact that they're all clan rats, almost quite literally. Oops. Yeah, they're still saving. I was worried I canceled that. Then I should be okay.
I say, move, move.
Move indeed.
This way. Pest in clan.
I feel like I have good opportunities here.
Slay things.
What am I going to do with my assassin? I would like the assassin to just join the army.
Need more trophies, yes.
This is a perfect opportunity to do it, so who do I trade out with that said? Skaven slaves almost seem like probably the obvious choice, doesn't it? Since my clan rats are currently expendable as well.
March. One day, the lead rule.
Yeah, just get a little bit closer. Assassin, join the army.
Ready.
Welcome to the crew.
I see your lord.
Although, considering I forgot he had that replenishment trait, I probably could have used them last turn for the extra little bit of health. Now, we do have a war going on. We kind of know what to expect. But we do have a decent settlement here. I just doubt it's enough to actually injure him, though, is the problem. Now I'm in an awkward predicament. I think this assassin needs to try and harm the army as a way to slow him down. You could probably get reinforcements pretty soon.
Tails move.
I don't know if you have any effect for being in the region, though, with that said, since you're not really trained in anything at the moment.
Trust him for now.
Yeah, once you're trained, I could probably use you. Probably could use you for Untainted, or even spraying Corruption. But right now, I don't honestly think you're doing anything for me. So I'm finding it tricky to find a use for you,
Move your tails.
as I don't want you to die in glorious fashion either. Now, Engineers moved. We got non-aggression pact with them. They hate me, but actually relations is improving. Why is it improving, I wonder? Because apparently they hate me more. Oh, that's probably because of, well, no, hero action is there. So why would my relations be improving? What other modifier was there?
Speak. Be quick or I take your eyes with
Oh, are they going to declare war on me now? Yep, they just declared war. No surprise there. Now, desperate measures will need to be taken, or drastic measures even. Ooh, what is this? A warlord thought to be loyal honest sends whispers of discontent across the portions of the Under Empire. This reeks of a plot and must be stopped at once. Counter rumors, that's for summon him directly. Which one? This is Roderick. I don't mind reducing loyalty. He was kind of maxed out a moment ago. And the wall gets failed. That's good there. And we have 11 turns to try and capture a settlement, which is doable. I just need to succeed in this battle here, which does sound like suicide, I'm not gonna lie. Which is why I did save last turn.
Mighty warrior champion. Move your tails.
Let's see how we do.
Scum away.
Who do I go up against? Level 9 Warlord.
Sorcerer inventor.
Wizard. I gotta keep in mind, I'm fighting 4 lords as another factor here.
Die, die.
This is probably a terrible idea, but odds are looking favorable for me.
Stab, stab. Die, die. Time
Well,
for things to die, die.
not exactly what I was expecting, but I will take it. I really would have loved a major battle though, dang it.
Battle fight.
You know, I just had a sudden thought on what I probably should have done there if I'm so serious. I should have actually just attacked the settlement itself,
Quick moves.
and at least then I would not have to worry about
Scum away.
the concept of actually getting an ambush in, even though it probably would be tactically a better choice.
Stab, gouge.
It's still it's actually in my favor at the moment, and
Gouger is ready.
actually, here, I'm gonna do something really ridiculous because it goes against what well, it goes against any conventional sense of trying to play properly, but I am just gonna reset the last turn and just, instead of declare war on individual army, I am just going to go after the settlement and fight all of them at once. Alright, let's get ready for this actual war attempt. Oh, I got an apprentice. That I wasn't expecting. Increases assassination chance, which is useful, but I did kind of cheat a little bit since I knew they were going to declare war on me. I decided to start building this warren, or at least upgrading it. Although it still remains to be seen if it'll be available in time to even do anything noteworthy. It will create walls, which I suppose is the biggest benefit of it. Now, I'm going to try this again and see if it works. I want to fight all the army at once. I think is the idea. I just gotta... Actually, let me just declare war on them. That would make it a little bit easier to make sure I'm clicking on the right thing.
I like you.
And their opinion of me is dropping significantly, to say the least. Declare war. This is my territory. I thank you for dealing with the lizardmen for me, but I don't really care about that fact. You robbed me of a very momentous occasion to kind of record, and now you're going to pay the price for it.
Attack.
This is relatively even, which probably means I'm going to win, but let's have a look at the layout. If it's the same as what we just... If it was the same as what I just encountered there. Nope, it's looking much different, and there's a lot of territory, a little bit of slope here, which scares me a bit. I can just secure myself on these slopes and force them to come to me. Maybe, as I do have the artillery. You're an interesting one. You're a duelist. Oh, you're an assassin, a master assassin. Okay. Either way, let's have some fun with this. I got my assassin, I got my extra army.
Who dares
Let's have
challenge
fun
me?
and see if we can rise to the occasion. That is a lot of rats, but at the same time, that is going to be a lot of value from my pestilent breath. But I don't think I need to use any other spells. It's just a shame I did not upgrade my breath attack.
Plague priest.
Oh. They're gonna attack from every angle. It's very odd. I was expecting this to be the city, was it not? I figured they all come in as a bunch. This is going to make it even more underwhelming, as I'm going to crush them that much more easier when they're literally right next to me. I don't know what kind of army they are, to be fair. But I can use my elite troops to kind of take these guys out really easily. While my meat shield does their own thing. And at the very least, they'll force them to kind of fight me. It's probably the main benefit there. And I know their entire army is almost entirely clan rats. And maybe a couple Skaven slaves, so this will be easy to kind of beat them in head-on combat. Otherwise, and my reinforcements are going to be really close to me too. So I can get them situated really quickly. No magic though, let's fix that. I can't fail a gamble roll if I had none to begin with. Well, 0 is still 0, I guess. I have a decent amount of power reserve, just no power. So my recharge is still pretty good because of that. Alright, this will be amusing. Let me actually get my group set up. I do need to figure out what I'm going to do for grouping my assassin, if I should have them in the same group as Queek or not, though. And actually, can I just have you in position that, yeah, just shoot at whoever's over there? I kind of need Skaven slaves to spot for me, which probably is their best use. Alright guys, going in, deal with the reinforcements, because why not? Is the honest question.
Yes, yes. Squeak, squeak. Gouger ready. Big priest. Archer is yours.
Alright, everyone get in there. Start fighting, doing damage.
Quick, quick.
And rally these guys as much as possible. Because there's so many rats, it is a bit of a frame rate hit, isn't it? It may not look as bad up here, but I think we can see just what effect it's having right now.
Glenrod spears. Stab, stab.
Alright, help them out, because I have my elite units to fight these guys off.
What? What? Councils, come on. Great on a car.
Get to fighting, get to clobbering.
Quick head taker.
I want a really good pestilence shot. Probably not the best to use them with slaves, but
Good. Councils, come on. What orders? Rikarak. Attack. As master desires.
alright. Here comes more of them.
Skaven slaves.
They are getting crushed so far. All of them are being defeated here, and because they're so close to the edge of the field, they'll just retreat right out of the border.
Assassinate.
I really do need to try and save up all my mana, though, or my magic. Just in case.
Quick head taker.
It's really actually, I should be looking for icons if they're attacking down here. It's really hard because there's so many units, but I didn't even realize these guys weren't attacking for a notable while. Oh, that was Skaven slaves. That's fine. Where is my assassin? Yeah, actually, you guys could just go in there. Actually, I have a better idea. Group up. And I think that will, yeah, that'll give you a unique order that allows you to attack the first thing that gets within range. Which I'm kind of okay with.
Our tail's yours. Glenrod spears.
Kill.
Now, let's get some clan rats in here. Get my plague priest to help out. Oh, where's the lightning? That was actually painful. I want to hit as many as possible. It's hard to tell how effective my shot is with the dang trees in the way, though. How are we looking over here? They're almost completely dealt with, so now we start flanking and crushing them rapidly with my elite units. Oh, run, please. I accidentally did not have you running. Now actually do some goddamn work there, Rotitch. Whatever the heck your name is. Actually, I'm going to put you as Group 1 just because it's a little bit easier to keep track of you. Storm Vermin are fighting a Warlord. Oh god. I didn't realize that was the Warlord still alive. Alright, Plague Priest. Do your thing. Pestilence away. Ideally, I want these things all break with my Plague Monks, and then they'll run off the map, maybe, if I'm so lucky. And you guys have a good opportunity to just flank. It won't kill the main Warlord, but I'll happily take it. Yeah, kill him off there. Watch for more Pestilent Breath. More Plague. More dead rats, and I am losing my ground there. I gotta keep that in mind. Mainly because the Lord's pretty much there causing that problem. Alright, he's finally dealt with, which means we can deal with the main Lord, and that should cause a morale penalty. Yeah, Plague Priest, you go over there and help as well. Since you're gonna have backup, I apologize for the frame rate if it's noticeably bad there, but zooming out does help a bit. Now the big question, do I keep burning my reserve to maximize damage now or try and save it up? As I'm not seeing any real opportunistic shots aside for down here. So I think we take this one shot. Hopefully I didn't do too much damage to myself though. Got more reinforcements coming. I think they're doing well over here. You guys are rallied, that's fine. Actually, yeah, I don't think I'm worried about that side breaking at all. Now let's get after this other Lord or Warlock. As I don't... Oh, they're starting to fall apart here quite heavily. I think I've been doing a bad job controlling these guys, but they have broken their line. The main issue, I think, trying to organize this is just the trees are obscuring so much. If I could be so honest. So the Warlord's about to die. Queek, I don't even think you need a buff, but if that's the main Warlord, no. The Master Assassin, he's the one who dies. Kill him off. Another one of their rulers. And just rout all these guys. Because that's what you're good for. Hit the slingers. It's not going to be nearly as effective because due to their skirmisher positioning, they're actually spread out more. It's not as effective as it could have looked. They're hitting 2 full armies. They are completely routed. So these guys are going to clean up in a moment. And since they're currently grouped, I should be able to do attack order. Nah, doesn't look like that's the case. But this looks like it's over. Why do like 5 or 6 different battles when I could just fight them all at once, huh? It's probably better in retrospect. I made it sound like it was maybe a terrible decision to just reset and do this battle all at once. But considering I have 2 other wars going on, if it saves me a lot of time, it's probably worth it. As fighting them one at a time could cost me an extra turn or 2 maybe. It was a mess of rats, needless to say. It definitely hit my frame rate incredibly hard. And I apologize for that at least.
Victory! Hornet rat, notice me.
So the city, I think, has been conquered. Some of their armies is still alive. And as a result, we'll still need to clean up.
Send minions. Find treasure warpstone.
Loot and occupy, yes.
Victory! Now eat swallow defeated.
We cannot fight, sadly.
What?
They're just gonna run around and still cause problems for me. But that was fun. And I got a lot to look at. Improves power recharge. I'm gonna have to look at this. If that increases the cooldown of my abilities or how exactly it works. That sounds like fun though. Extra aura size, extra leadership, yeah. My rats are no longer cowardly rats, are they? But I did get the warp shard armor, which is actually the best thing that could happen. And let's see, I have a teleport quest. We have forces, I'll have a look at this later, but we have access potentially to get this armor, and I like it. But what I was hinting at is this gives me an opportunity, or it at least gives me the freedom now, to just rally my army up here, and I can get quite an army at that. But we'll leave that for next episode. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you next time.